Well, hundreds of thousands of Liberians yesterday thronged the streets from the city limits to the city center, giving a warm, rousing welcome to the leader of NPFL, Mr. Charles Taylor, who is one of the vice chairman designate on the Council of State. Mr. Taylor arrived from Banga to a hero's welcome from thousands of Liberians and foreigners alike. Our reporter Frank Sainworla yesterday went up to Willa, Lower Bond County with a team of local and foreign journalists to cover Mr. Taylor's historic journey to Monrovia. And he fired in this report.
All along the entire stretch of highway from Willa to Mount Barclay, ECOMOG peacekeepers kept close watch on things while the people gathered along the route cheering and waving palm branches, handkerchiefs, and leaves. For many, it looked like a dream that Charles Taylor would after all be making a journey to Monrovia. But as it turned out, that dream was in fact a hard reality when the man who began the Liberian Civil War 5 years ago finally drove into Monrovia in one of the longest convoy scenes in this country for many years. Rough estimates put the number of vehicles in Taylor's historic convoy at least 100. At the head of the convoy were ECOMOG MOACs, tanks, Taylor's Nissan Patrol Parlor Jeep, followed by Taylor's brown bulletproof Mercedes Jeep, and vehicles carrying hundreds of supporters and NPFL officials. In Willa, one senior NPFL officer said, "We've struggled for long, and now this war is over," as he called on journalists to join him and his fighters in singing the song, "The more we are together, the happier we will be."
I feel very fine for Mr. Taylor to go to Monrovia because we are in Greater Liberia now. We are waiting for the war to...
Kids as young as 5 years were also part of the welcoming party en route from Willa to Monrovia, as seen by the kids in the village school near Conla. Okay, in Liberia today we're looking for one big thing, and that's peace. Now that Mr. Charles Taylor, the vice chairman of the council, is go on his way to Monrovia, how do you feel? The new State Council Vice Chairman Charles Taylor entered Pinsville and on to the central Monrovia. It was like the entire population had converged on the highway leading into the city. Thousands of war-weary Liberians and foreigners waved and cheered as others ran after the convoy, chanting, "We want Taylor, we want peace." And one woman we saw at the red light in Pinsville visibly shed tears. Perhaps many thought she was shedding tears for peace because she was overjoyed. Charles Taylor has finally arrived in Monrovia after over 5 years of civil conflict to take up his position as vice chairman of the East Summit Council. Hello, what's your name? What's your name? How do you feel? Charles Gunke Taylor launched a civil uprising on December 24, 1989 against the late Samuel K. Doe regime. Although Doe was killed by the rival IMPFL faction in 1980, the war continued. Throughout nearly 6 years of military and political struggle, Charles Taylor has not come to Monrovia officially. But following the signing of the recent Abuja agreement, Mr. Taylor promised to come to town to take up a seat on the new council. True to his words, Mr. Taylor is indeed in Monrovia, something many Liberians think is a genuine sign that peace is finally at our doorsteps. For ELBC News, with the Taylor delegation to Monrovia, I'm Frank Sainworla reporting.